It has been nearly 3 years since 19-year-old UC Berkeley student Seth Smith was killed. He was in his first year on campus when he was shot while taking a walk. Last year, Tony Walker was convicted of voluntary manslaughter in a plea deal and sentenced to 25 years in prison. Seth was a superb student set to graduate from Berkeley in just 2 years with degrees in economics and politics. He also was a lover of theater, and in the time since Seth died, his family has honored him by establishing a college scholarship and renaming a library and theater dressing room after him. And now there is another effort to keep Seth's spirit alive in our community. Courtney now joining us to learn more from our guests. Good morning.
Good morning, and I want to introduce you to the people who are here with us this morning. First of all, Seth's mother, Michelle. Pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
Also, Seth's aunt. We've got Kim Collier here with us this morning as well. The mayor of Elk Grove. Good morning. Good to see you. Bobby Singh Allen. Thank you for joining us this morning. And one of Seth's teachers, drama teacher, which is very important because Seth loved drama. We've got Christina Moslin with us this morning. Good morning to all of you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I want to first talk about Seth as a character because his wit is he's charming, funny, very witty, very much into theater, which of course plays into his personality. Michelle, I want to show this picture of a t-shirt that you guys have. I call them Sethisms, yes. Right? It's the steps to Sethvania, right?
Yes.
Walk like Sethvania. Walk like Seth, talk like Seth, dance like Seth, argue like Seth, do good math, and become the Seth.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
He was a funny kid.
He was.
Yeah.
He had a definite wit about him, as you stated. Yes. Yes.
And some of the things that I know as a drama teacher, you would see him obviously come out of his shell on the stage, but he loved improv as well.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you know, theater is definitely a place of, you know, community and belonging, but you know, for a new person, it's not always that way, right?
Sure.
It's a vulnerable space.
Yeah.
And Seth had this way about him. He had this innate ability to bring everybody along and make people feel comfortable around him. And he did everything. He did plays, he did musicals, improv, set building. I mean, he did all the things. He was just wonderful.
Fantastic young man, and also very charming.
Yes.
You know, of course, I'm sure it's his mom.
Yes.
You're a little bit partial.
I am.
But of the stories that I've heard between you and Kim, he sounds like a very charming young man.
He was.
Yeah.
And that t-shirt you showed was from middle school, actually.
Okay.
And his honors algebra group, he just kind of encouraged them, made them laugh every day, became a community glue for them. And so one of the students, Emma Buckman, had that shirt made, and they wore it every Friday because they wanted to, you know, they called it Seth Day.
Yeah.
And so Friday became, you know, the day of t-shirts and Seth, and his middle school teacher, math teacher, came to his vigil and gave a very nice discussion about the argue like Seth was because he could outthink some of his teachers sometimes.
Wow.
And so he became well known for posing an argument to where the teacher would say, okay, you're right.
That is awesome. I love that. Mayor Allen, I want to ask you about bringing the community together.
Sure.
Obviously, something like this is not something that we want to talk about. We don't want to have, you know, organizations like this. But to just think about who Seth is to not only Elk Grove, but to, you know, regionally, all of Northern California has become to know who Seth Smith is.
Absolutely. You know, our community is fortunate that we rally together in good times and in bad.
Yeah.
And Seth actually graduated high school with my son and his girlfriend, and was in theater. His girlfriend Isabel was in theater with Seth.
Awesome.
And so I actually had the good fortune of seeing some of his performances.
Yeah.
And just a dynamic talent. But this, you know, the tragedy shocked our city to the core.
Yeah.
And as a mother, my mommy heart breaks every time I see his beautiful face. But you know, we are all here as a community to mourn together and also to celebrate who he was. And he had so much talent and gift in him.
Yeah.
And this foundation will do great work in supporting future students to sort of harness and nurture those talents.
This is fantastic. And Kim, as his aunt, you've been able to get this foundation, the ball rolling, and get the whole thing going. You've got an event coming up this weekend that people can participate in.
We have hopefully our first annual crab feed, and it's hot crab. It is a wonderful event that we want everyone to come out and support and enjoy. And there will be, you know, pasta, salad, bread, hot crab, a dessert auction, a wine auction, a no-host bar, raffle prizes, and all of this is to raise funds for scholarships, for drama scholarships, for culinary scholarships, for, you know, just everything goes back to the kids.
Yeah, yeah, going back to the kids. And
everything.
this would be something that Seth would love, right?
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
that's what he's all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It encompasses everything. It's the food. It's
Right.
it's
Right.
the supporting education. It's everything. And we just want to honor him and keep his memory and his spirit alive.
Right.
And so the Seth Smith Foundation will be doing things like this
Yes.
throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as much as we can.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. We're going to start here and see where we go.
And
but
see where we go,
We
yeah.
certainly want to support students, and specifically in the arts, because the arts is such an inclusive, place that accepted him, and he accepted everyone.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, if the idea comes out, I can tell you, Kim is going to make it happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, she is.
She's a good aunt. All right, so we're going to make it super easy for folks to get information on the tickets and all the happenings for the Seth Smith Foundation. We're going to link all that to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. The event this Saturday is at the Portuguese Hall on Elk Grove Boulevard, so you can call ahead and get your tickets and get those online as well. And then more information about the Seth Smith Foundation is available on their website, which we're also linking to our website. Ladies, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you
very
so
Thank you for
much.
having us.
and for sharing Seth with us.
Thank you.
We
Thank
appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
All right, more Good Day coming up on the other side of the break.